Hi everyone, welcome to today's live session. I'm just about to patch in my co-host for the day. Give me a few seconds. My co-host is just about to join. Hi Rajni.
Hi, good
Hi.
evening. So
Good
lovely to be
evening.
here. Aman, is the light fine on my face because I think it's a little darker or what?
It looks fine to me. I think we can ask the participants here with us also if they can see and hear us properly.
Yeah.
Kamni, can you see us? You could just type a yes if you can see us properly.
So lovely to reconnect with you after the longest time. I mean,
Yes.
we were sitting in the club and sipping coffee.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to tell everybody quickly about what our live is all about today. So, our topic is igniting inner peace even in tough times. As this everybody has been talking about the pandemic, etc. So, we thought of figuring out and helping people to understand how you can ignite that inner peace that exists within us, especially in a challenging time. And for the benefit of all the participants who are joining us and who will be joining us in a few minutes also, quickly I'm going to introduce Rachna ji. She is very humbly calls herself a student and a teacher of a course in miracles. And what exactly a course in miracles is, I will be asking her to share with us shortly. And for the benefit of those who are meeting me for the first time, I'll just quickly share with you that I am a bulletproof happiness coach and I am a motivational speaker. And I'm really looking forward to this session with Rachna ji. Thank you so much for taking out time and joining me today. It's going to be a
I
really
am
interesting
also looking forward. This
conversation.
is the first time I'm coming live and it's really exciting. Very exciting.
Lovely. I'm ready to go if you're ready to go as well.
I am
Yes?
ready to go, born ready. Go ahead. Let's
Lovely.
start.
Lovely. So I'm going to just tell the participants also that please stay till the end because we will also be opening up the floor for any questions that you have about this topic, about things that we have spoken about, and feel free to share any thoughts that you have along the way also. Right?
Yes.
Super. So, Rachana ji, I want to start this off by asking you what is the definition of miracles in the course of miracles as you have gone through? Can you shed some light on this particular thing? How do you define a
Gosh.
miracle?
It's so close to my heart that the first thing I say is gosh.
Right.
And one thing, Aman, I'll always be a student of A Course in Miracles for the rest of my life. And
Absolutely.
teacher is just a little tag for others to understand. So the
Right.
way, normally what happens is, earlier when I took workshops, I realized that most of the people think that a miracle
Mhm.
means a certain kind of magic, the way these godmen do. But A
Correct.
Course in Miracles, the way it defines miracle is absolutely different. It's a shift in perception
Correct.
from fear to love. In a
Wow. Can
simpler
you repeat
way,
that?
yeah, a shift in perception from fear to love, right?
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
So what is fear? Everything which is,
Right.
criticizing me, I don't have enough friends, I can't make good food. The list is
Right.
so big that it's as big as the world itself. So,
Right.
yeah. So when your perception shifts from fear-based thoughts towards the love-based thoughts, like
Okay.
whatever adjectives I mentioned right now, we can just plug in
Right.
some of it and say, I'm good enough, I'm
Right.
smart enough. But it should
Lovely.
come from a place of being loving and not fearful.
What a
So
lovely
that's
definition
how
of.
it would describe a miracle.
Yeah, I was just saying that that's a really lovely definition of miracles. Never ever thought of it that way. Because, as you said, miracles, most people must be thinking of something extraordinary happening, some magical happening, something getting converted from something to another, right? Something like maybe what Jesus did, creating food out of nothing. But you gave a very simple definition of miracles, and that is converting our own thought process or rising from a thought process of fear and moving into a space of love. That's what you said is a miracle, right?
That is a miracle, and what you are saying, I'll attest to that and say,
Yeah,
when a miracle of that level is achieved, which when it is
right,
truly achieved, then you really become an enlightened soul like Jesus, where you
right.
can actually make wine out of water.
Lovely.
So we
Um,
cannot deny the great masters who have walked the earth, who have
Right,
lived the life of love, and have converted wine into water into wine. So that
right,
cannot be denied, and that's what he said. He said that you
right,
have all the attributes which I have, but only thing is
right.
that I only have love.
Superb. And I would add on to this by saying that what I've learned from you about miracles, I would add on and say that because it's probably so challenging and so difficult to move into a space of complete love, or let me say unconditional love, if I may add, that's why probably it's also considered like a miracle. Because when it happens, you realize that everything in life up till then has actually been not fully lived because you've been living from a space of fear instead of this different space which you can be living from. Does
Right.
that make sense? Am I following the right trajectory here?
Almost the right trajectory, because if we go a little deeper, then we need
Okay.
one more session.
Okay, lovely. So that requires an entire
So
course in
we will
itself.
leave it at this, because so far, so we are both in conjecture with each other.
Right. Could you just repeat that? I think there was a slight break over there.
Yeah,
So
I
for the
said
benefit
so
of
far,
the
both of us are saying the same thing. But if we go
correct.
deeper into the other layers of the Course in Miracles, we'll need one more session. So that's one
Lovely.
of the things.
Lovely. Okay. I want to just add one thing over here, which are my thoughts on miracles.
Yes, please.
To start off on this, I want to say that firstly, the entire world and the entire universe is a miracle. If you take something as simple as the human body and the human mind, the way it functions, the complexity that is operating within us at this particular moment itself is a big miracle. There are like a billion cells within the body, and each
Working
of them
around.
are
Yeah.
functioning in sync. Each of them are functioning in sync. So if we try to look at life in entirety, everything is actually a miracle because it's we cannot comprehend how it's happening.
Yes.
I'll give another simple example for this. We sometimes, or most of the time, we worry about small things, as when are we going to get that next promotion, when am I going to be able to get that other achieve my other goal in life, what's going to happen with my family, will they be safe, etc., etc. But something as powerful as the sun, something as huge as the sun, which has been coming out for billions of years at the right time, and doing its work, is something which is happening on its own. And if it didn't happen even one day on time, this has been found out that the entire world would have perished within 18 hours. So, isn't that a huge miracle that this has been happening for billions and billions of years on its own? It's
And it
all,
will continue.
it will continue. So, we have to really begin to look and find miracles in every aspect of our life, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. As Albert Einstein has said, that either you believe that everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle, because there is no in
Absolutely.
between zone. That's one of his famous quotes.
Super.
What you're saying.
Lovely. Makes sense. Great. So, my next line of questioning for you is, why is there so much suffering in this world? What is the reason, according to you, that there is suffering and misery in a world where eventually we are saying that we should be coming to a space of living with love, right? So, why does suffering and misery exist? What does A Course in Miracles say about this?
A Course in Miracles speak volumes on it. But
Right.
I'm going to stick to some bullet points here because
Yeah.
I don't think so we'll be able to, as I say, cover the whole subject.
Correct.
First thing, according to A Course in Miracles, what we have to understand is that God does not want us to suffer. He does not
Okay.
want us to be miserable. He has
Okay.
made us completely abundant. And the
Okay.
reason why we are born here is because there was a moment when the
Okay.
Son of God separated from the God, from the heavens. That is
Okay.
the reason we come here. In common parlance, we call it karmic. Because we
Okay.
have a certain karmic chart to complete, a certain
Okay.
karmic journey to take. That's the reason we are here. According to A
Okay.
Course in Miracles, this whole world itself is a space where you are going to encounter suffering. This is
Okay.
exactly what Buddha also said. This is point number one. First, you have to understand God does not want you to suffer. Then, who
Okay.
created suffering? Who created misery?
Right.
Now, let's try to understand what suffering is. You cannot just, have one single flat definition of suffering. Suffering has to be understood at many levels. There is
Right.
individual suffering, right? Then there
Right.
is suffering you feel because your loved one is unwell or sick or is
Right.
terminally ill or
Right.
has really gone through an accident or some kind of a trauma, physical, mental,
Right.
whatever. Then the other level of suffering is when you see the suffering happening in collective consciousness. Like what's
Okay.
happening to people during the COVID times. You don't even
Right.
know the person whose body was burning on the road in that body bag. Their
Right.
family just went there, put kerosene, came back. But why are you suffering? You don't even know that person. You just heard a
Right.
story.
Right.
You just heard a story. That's another
Right.
level of suffering, which also becomes a part of a system. So on and so forth. Global suffering.
Okay.
Why are we feeling so bad for Afghanistan at this point of time? Most people
Right.
are feeling it shouldn't have happened.
Correct.
Whatever it was, whosoever's fault, we are not going into the politics of it. But
Right.
the part, the space from which hurts us and the space where we are going is that those little
Right.
children are suffering. Those women are
Right.
suffering. Some women are expecting. Some women are lactating. Those men
Right.
will be without jobs. Where are they going to get their next meal from? How are they going to save themselves and their women being molested and raped from the... that's another level of suffering.
Right.
So all this suffering was definitely God cannot create this suffering. One need to have
Right.
that kind of a faith in the upper higher power that he cannot
Right.
really create this kind of a suffering. So who was
Right.
suffering created by? If we see outside ourselves, suffering was created by other human beings who had such big, massive, expanded egos that for the
Right.
sake of their ego, a lot has happened. And
Right.
because of that, a lot of other normal, common, simple people have suffered.
Right.
Right? So that is one aspect of it. The second aspect of the suffering is when your near and dear ones are going through any kind of traumatic event in their life, physical, mental, or whatever. Then that
Right.
also becomes kind of your personal suffering.
Right.
And all this suffering, all this pain which is happening around us is here to teach us a little lesson. And what is the lesson?
Awesome.
The lesson is how still you can be in that moment. If
Right.
suppose, Aman, that like right now I'm really having a bad cold and cough. And
Right.
you know that Rachna is having bad cold and cough. And then you suddenly become, oh my God, now what's going to happen to you? I hope you're not having corona. I hope you're safe. Then what's going to happen
Right.
to me? I'm also going to come into this, this chaotic space where I am also going to, spin all out. But if Aman is quiet and calm and centered in front of me, then I
Right.
know bloody hell, it's just a cold and cough.
Right.
I'm not going to become a part of the third wave. So this is
Right.
what happens when you see suffering of your near and dear ones. That's the
Okay.
time your job is to present that peaceful meditative part of yourself to them, where
Right.
they can attract that towards themselves. And even if they're going through a terminal illness and they know they're not going to survive beyond a couple of years or a couple of months, at least
Right.
they know that they're going to die in peace.
Got
Or
it.
at least they know that if they have a broken rib or a fracture, they're going to heal in peace. And
Got it.
we reach reach that space where we can
Right.
actually control our own internal conflicts and sufferings,
Okay.
right? Eventually, it's all coming down to that space, you
Right.
know. So, simple things, age-old things like meditation, like prayer,
Right.
like,
Right.
you know, you have to start raising your consciousness. You have to read the right kind of books. You just don't get drawn to right kind of people automatically. When your
Right.
aura changes, when your system changes, when your thought process changes, that's the time you actually start gravitating towards the right kind of people, and it happens organically. When all these
Right.
new age guru, when they say be with the right kind of people, so where do I find them?
Right.
I can find them because my mind is still sick.
Correct.
I'm going to find only the kind of people who are suitable for my energy level. If my
Absolutely.
energy
You're
is, I'm
fulfilling.
vibrating at lower chakras, I'm not going to invite people vibing at higher chakras to come and interact with me. It's out of question. Forget it.
Absolutely.
Now
Absolutely.
coming to the last point. So the age-old method of prayer, of meditation, of things like that. Now the age-old method. These are the good things one has to do. You have to read good
Right.
books. You have to listen to good videos. Like you and I are speaking on topic which is so sensible. So we'll have
Right.
very few listeners, but that's okay. We were
Right.
meant for the listening of these many. But if both
Right.
of us decide to do a cabaret, then we'll have maybe a few million watching us.
Right.
So that's besides the point. I'm just telling you. I mean, like, we are not bothered about whether there are 2, 3 or 0. We are talking.
Right. Right.
So
Super.
now
Lovely thoughts.
there are methods to actually. So now what suffering basically gives rise to a weak nervous system, your insanity, your anxiety, and those kind of things, which definitely
Right.
go and decrease your dopamine and feel good hormones, and you start feeling depressed and more depressed. But so
Right.
that's how you correct it. But then one more thing. Every depression is not clinical. There's something on a
Right.
dark night of soul.
Right.
You have to understand when the cloud of darkness is coming over you, whether it's really depression. Because every second person you meet these days is going to say, "Oh, I'm so depressed." Come
Right.
out, guy. Why are you depressed? Just because your boyfriend left you?
Very true.
You'll find another one.
Absolutely.
These are not the reasons to be so depressed about.
Like I
So,
said, we get worried about things that are literally so trivial in front of something as magnanimous as the sun coming out on time, which would destroy the entire world if it didn't happen, right?
yeah,
So
or
why do
maybe
we
the
get
earth
stressed
rotating,
about?
or maybe the earth rotating, the sun is still.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Scientifically.
Like there's
I'm
so
going
many,
scientific.
we
So
always
what
seem
the
to
Course
forget.
in Miracles says for suffering is that
Hmm.
the Course in Miracles is very clear about one thing, that it's not about denial. It doesn't ask you to deny your feelings. Nowadays there's again another thing. Hush your feelings under the cover. Oh, if you're sad, just hush it under the carpet. You know,
Yeah, or walk it
if
off.
you're whatever, like if you're going through some kind of an, if you're angry or upset about something, no,
Right.
don't do that. That's not good. That's not spiritual. But the Course in
Right.
Miracles, the bottom line, I'm going to wind up this, is that it's really not about denial. It's about acceptance. It's accepting your feelings and looking at your feelings without believing in them.
Awesome. I
So
agree
you
with
look
that.
at your feeling of hurt, you look at your feeling of suffering, you look at your feeling of misery, anxiety, everything. And whatever is in your mind is getting projected outwards. If I'm feeling
Correct.
deep anguish, hurt, and pain for, say, people of Afghanistan, for
Right.
example, I say, then it means that thing is there in my mind. I need to actually
Right.
correct myself on those things. And you really need a pen and old ways, pen and a paper, write it down. Till you write
Right.
it down, you'll deny.
Got
So
it.
that's what I would say about suffering, and the Course would say about suffering. Don't deny it, accept it, look at it without believing in it, and
And
work
if I
towards
were
it.
to And if I were to summarize, every suffering is there basically just to teach us some lesson. That's what the Course says, right?
If it's still in your mind,
Right.
everything is a projection of a mind.
Absolutely. What
But you
I
can
so
still address the same thing, as I said, by being in your peaceful being. You're seeing
okay.
the suffering, but now you're not believing in it.
It's
You're so
almost like
peaceful that the other person is feeling the peace. The energy is getting carried forward to that person. And they also get this
lovely.
confidence. Yeah. Sorry. So,
Yes, great. Yeah, those were some really great insights. And to just to add on to that, a few of my thoughts. My what I share with everyone in my community, in my Bulletproof Happiness community, in all my coaching programs, whenever this question comes up, why do we exist, or why does suffering exist in this world? My simple answer to people is suffering exists for you to really understand who you truly are. And who you truly are is someone or something or some force which is always peaceful and happy until you decide otherwise. When you go through suffering, your mind takes you away from that centered space of existence.
so
And this helps you to, and once you are able to recognize this, then you begin to understand that any form of suffering is just an experience that you are going through. And that experience is helping you understand who you truly are. There's always a lesson, like you said, and the ultimate lesson eventually is to realize that all forms of suffering are literally created by the mind itself, because the mind decides to label something as good or bad. Until you label it or good or bad, any form of psychological suffering will not arise before this labeling happens. Even happiness arises when you label it as something good, the happiness that we know.
yeah,
Yes,
and you
yes,
have to practice it. You know,
absolutely,
it does like if you're saying it to your audience, then they need to practice it.
absolutely.
And they have to
What
keep
you are
practicing
saying,
it again and again and again till they get it right.
what you are saying is what is the second C in my system. The first C is coaching, and the second C is consistency, which is what you
Right.
are saying. It's again and
Yes.
again and again and
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Because until you do that, everything will remain just as wisdom. We don't want
Yeah.
something to be wisdom, it needs to be
Right.
practical application.
Right.
That's exactly what you are talking about. Otherwise, knowledge is available everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's available in some book,
Massive
it's
amount of
available.
books and literature and researchers everywhere.
The key lies in applying it. That's what you are also talking about.
And the
So,
age-old saying, "Practice makes a man perfect."
yes, correct, absolutely. That's applicable. Okay, so now, what are some basic life principles that people can apply for living a peaceful and a joyous life? You briefly started mentioning a few things also. Can you elaborate a little more on that, on specifically from what has been what you teach from your Course in Miracles perspective?
Yeah. So, think everything about the Course in Miracles, everything about leading a good life, everything about leading a life full of substance and meaning is old
Right.
fashioned. It's not
Okay.
fast,
Okay.
right? You have to meditate. You have to
Okay.
pray. You have to keep your journals. You have to be full
Okay.
of gratitude. You cannot
Okay.
just say, "Yeah, I'm very thankful for the day which has happened today." No, no, no. Please pick up a pen and a paper. Don't use your computer only
Externalize
for
it.
your eyes. Pick up a pen and paper. Make a gratitude journal. Write
Right.
down at least 5 things you have been grateful for the day. Even if there's
Right.
nothing, just write, "I was grateful for the breaths which I was getting today."
Absolutely.
If you anything, I mean, there are thousands for the morning which you saw, for the sunset which you
Correct.
saw, for the, there are actually a thousand of things happens throughout the day. So, all basic things you need to have, whatever, a Course in Miracles says that truth with a capital T can be spoken in many ways, and
Right.
Course in Miracles is not the only way. So whatever is your path, whatever is your journey, whether you want to do the Bhagavad Gita, whether you want to do whatever, I mean, actually I'm not, unable to recall it. Maybe you want to do Quran, or maybe you want to do Sufism, whatever you want to do,
Right.
but pick up a path, do it sincerely, don't be fanatic about that.
Right.
Let go. Don't take life too seriously.
Right.
These are the small things. If somebody comes and says something nasty to you, they are being jerk. Don't take it so seriously that this is the end of the life for you and you are destroyed now. No,
Right.
just laugh it off. You know, so
Absolutely.
these are
I
the
think what you,
basic things. You know, that exercise, whatever is your
yeah,
method, because exercise is a great way. You can do meditation for hours, you can do prayer for hours, but if you do not exercise and create those dopamines in your system,
right.
your brain is not going to get enough oxytocin to keep you energetic throughout the day. So it's
Right.
completely a mind, body, and a spirit
Correct.
balance
Correct.
uh, that actually works at the end of the day. The reason being, we are still in this world, you know, and it is a world of where we need to take good care of our bodies as well.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Mind, body, spirit is the way to go. Everything must be holistic. We
Yeah,
can't ignore one aspect and
yeah.
expect it to.
And you know, on these subjects, there are volumes available. And when you know people have worked for years, done research, wrote great literature and books, just pick it
Right.
up, use their
Right.
knowledge. You don't have
Correct.
to even do anything. पक्का पकाया मालवा आपके लिए रखा हुआ है. It's all
Correct.
cooked. Just pick it up
Just have
and
to
use
apply
it.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
stress towards finding somebody or something. And so that's what uh, would really help people. It's not as complicated as they sound it to be, but it's
Right.
definitely old fashioned. It takes its time. As you said, consistency, the third C matters a lot. You
Yep.
cannot do it one day and then sleep over it for 5 days. You can't do it.
Correct.
It's not possible.
True.
I mean, if you
Lovely.
can go without food and water for 5 days, then
Yeah. So to summarize, I think one very important thing you mentioned is that you have to develop gratitude in your life. If you want to start living a peaceful and joyous life, you have to develop gratitude, and you have to recognize that unconsciously you have been focusing on things that are lacking in your life versus things that are actually abundant in your life, because that's the unconscious mistake that we make. And if I were to be more specific, I would say it's a mistake that our mind makes, and then we decide to agree with it. Let me repeat that. It's a mistake that our mind makes, which begins to focus on things that are lacking in our life, and we decide to agree with it. We have the power not to look and not think about everything or every thought that the mind generates, but we don't have that conscious awareness at all times. That's what we need to start recognizing. And also all this happens because let me tell everybody that it's not their mistake that this happens, because the most complex machinery on planet earth, which is the human being, does not come with an operating manual. That's why we make all these mistakes. So it's not our fault that this happens, but once we recognize this, we have to start applying it. Once from, let's say, 7 p.m. on 27th August, after this, if we continue to make this mistake, then it would be wrong. But now that we know it, until now, we have been doing it unconsciously. So, if I were to summarize what I was saying, we must start recognizing the things that are good in our life. And we have to go back we can even go back to how we began. We have to recognize that everything in our life is actually a miracle. The fact that we are breathing is a miracle. We're not consciously trying to breathe right now, are we? Are you and I trying to breathe? It's happening for us on its own. That itself is a miracle. When you
it
eat your
means we
food,
are not on ventilator.
yeah, which is a miracle. So everything is actually a miracle. Whatever you see around you. Third thing I would say, for in terms of a principle of developing or living a peaceful and a joyous life, is to recognize that we create our own reality. I want to repeat that. To recognize that we create our own reality. I'll give you an example for this. Assume somebody didn't get a promotion in their workplace. At that point, somebody has an option. You can decide whether you want to look at that event as a challenge and to move on and to develop your skills and try again, or you can start telling yourself that I am a loser, I'm a failure, I'm not going to be good enough. That will define your reality for you. And basis that, you will either be living a relatively joyous life versus a depressed life. So you will be creating your own reality at every stage in life. Once you recognize that, you can reclaim power. And basically, the choice comes back to you. Making sense to you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And especially when when you are grateful towards what you have, your mind kind of gets, what you don't have, that part gets also kind of pushed at the back,
Right,
because your focus is more towards, okay, what I have right now.
right. Absolutely.
So psychologically, for me, it works like that. I feel that's the main thing.
Great. Lovely. So those were my thoughts. And of course, as you said, we can always take a deep dive into everything that we've spoken about, but they are courses in themselves, I would say. So we could come to a conclusion now of today's session. If there's anything you would like to add, please feel free. Otherwise, we can also, if any of the audience wants to ask a question, they can do that.
We don't have too
And
many audience.
yeah,
We are happy. We are talking to
yeah,
ourselves.
absolutely. Always be happy.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank you for this conversation with me then. Thank you for taking out this time and joining me.
No, if
It's
you
been a
have,
pleasure talking to
if you
you.
want to ask me anything specifically, one or two more questions related to A Course in Miracles, I think we have 5 minutes or so. We can go ahead with it.
So why don't you
Anything.
give us one,
See,
why
Course
don't
in
you
Miracles, pardon, sorry, yeah.
give us one main learning or the biggest learning that you have had from A Course in Miracles? What would you say?
Every day. Every
Okay.
day. Because I don't think so that, every day there is always every moment is a learning.
Right.
I cannot really say that, it's just, a flat line of happiness all the time when you are in that space all the time. There are
Right.
things happening, and, like as I said, things happen around the world, around the country, when you feel, ki, but why? And then you go inwards and try to understand. So I think I can't really pinpoint at one specific learning that this is what was the turning point. The book itself has been a turning point. The moment I saw that book, that itself was a miracle. How it came to me was a miracle. It's like a I'll never forget that day, that whole environment, that whole moment when
Right.
I actually heard about it for the first time, and when I went and picked it up. Those two moments I can never forget.
Great. Sounds good. So there's so many things that you have learned that it's tough for you to pinpoint. That also sounds good.
Actually, A
Yep.
Course in Miracles, Aman, is more about unlearning the ways of the world rather than learning. Because it actually believes that you are born with all the good inherent qualities, the qualities
Right.
which God has put in you. But
Right.
because you have come into the world, which is a world of illusion, I'm getting very technical, I guess. So
No,
you
no,
are
that's fine.
unlearning the illusions one by one, opening the little knots one by one
Right.
in the row, one by one in the row, like that.
Right. So
Sometimes, life has a habit of moving 2 steps forward and 5 steps backward. You suddenly
right.
feel, okay, now, let me do this, and suddenly you realize, now something has happened and I have to move back again, and then you move forward. So this is what life is. So
Correct.
it's a daily journey. It's a daily journey.
Makes sense. We learned a lot of things from you today. Thank you
Well,
so much.
ditto, same here.
I hope you were able to digest my thoughts
Yeah.
also. And we can bring this session to a conclusion then. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank
we'll
you for
connect again.
asking me for this thing. And just tell me one thing, is this going to be available like on your Instagram or Reels, or how do I share it with my people?
It will be uploaded and it will be shared on the Instagram channel, and you can also share it from there. Once we disconnect, I'll share the link with you.
Okay, and then I can share it as my post.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
That would
All
be
right.
nice. Thank you, Aman. Let me give you a
All right.
smileys from some place. Oh, there's no smiley here. Yeah,
No, you have been smiling throughout. That was more than enough.
I still gave you a heart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Take care.
All
Bye.
right. Bye. Have a
Bye.
good
See you, one
weekend.
listener.
Bye.
Good boy.
Yes. See you.
Bye bye. Take care.